With you here Monday through Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, delivering live free picks for today's action. Before we get started, just want to remind you of a few things. Of course, our promo code, you can save 20% off all our pre-pick packages when you use the promo code TONYT at checkout. You can access our pages by clicking the link in the description, clicking the All Cappers tab, and you'll find us there, all the cappers there. So click the link to your favorite cappers and get signed up. We'd also love to hear from you. So post your picks in the comments below. All right, let's take a look at who is on the show with us today. With us today is Ramon Scott and Dylan Guesswin. All right, let's go ahead and let's get the show underway. Let's welcome Dylan Guesswin. You find him over at TonySpace.com. He's putting up good numbers here in Major League Baseball for this season. Let's bring him in right now. Dylan, how's it going?
Hey, Tony, doing awesome. How about you?
Doing great. All right, here we go. 7:40 Eastern Time. We'll feature the Twins here hosting the Guardians. The Twins $1.59, total 9.5.
Yeah, here. So for Cleveland, Aaron Civale is going to get the start with an overall record of 2-3. He's coming back into the rotation here after being out for 15 days with a right glute injury. He's got an elevated ERA of 7.84. So far, latest average of 4.43 innings per outing, as well as 8.71 strikeouts per 9 innings pitched. In terms of walks, he's allowing an average of 2.61 per 9. And in total, Civale has given up 6 home runs. Throughout the season, the Guardians have had a turn on their bullpen for the major innings here. Team's relief corps has combined for one of the lower ERAs in the MLB at 2.81. During the season here, Cleveland Guardians performed well on offense, averaging 4.56 runs per game. This is a steep price here for the Twins after Ryan struggled in his first start off the layoff. Going back to Twins offense here, I'm eyeing the T total over 5 runs here with the wind set out blowing out here at Target Field on Tuesday night. And so far, this Twins bullpen has been one of the most used groups in the league. Team relievers have combined ERA of 3.87. And, heading into this game, pitching matchup heavily favors Minnesota Twins. In addition, the holding edge for Joe Ryan has a better whip of 1.02 compared to Civale here at 1.52. I'm really confident in this Twins offense here, and I think the Guardians can also put up some runs here. They did well against the Dodgers. So my pick here is going to be on the over 9.5 runs.
All right, Dylan Guesswin here going over total of 9.5 runs. We did see that move from 9 to 9.5. As you said, the wind is blowing out here. 13 miles per hour out here. Of course, Civale trying to get his form together here. As again, he had missed with that injury there, but he's back again. But he has a high whip. He's given up almost 2 home runs per 9 innings. So that, again, that's always a concern here when you're dealing with, of course, this Twins lineup and, of course, the ball flying out.
Yeah, and the under has hit in 2 of the last 3 games with this team's combining for an average of 9.67 runs in those contests. And, it doesn't take a mathematician to figure out that's higher than the total here. So even just the numbers here, and given the wind conditions currently for today's game here, I'm going to lean with the over and for my pick.
I was disappointed with the Twins showing in Arizona. I just was not happy with how they looked. The runs they gave up to a lineup that had really been struggling there. So I'm with you there. Twins Guardians over total of 9.5. This one will have a start time of 7:40 Eastern Time. All right, Dylan, let's take a look over at TonySpace.com where you're showing great results here in Major League Baseball the past 30 days. We do have a pretty good card here from Major League Baseball here for a Tuesday, as it looks like we still have all 15 games here on the board. No day baseball game yet, so we got a lot on the board as well. What do you have going on over at Tony's Picks?
Yes, we got a lot going on today on the site. You guys can grab 5 plays. I've got 6 plays remaining for the day. I put them in a nice 5-pack for you. For just $30, you can head on over there. If 5 picks is too many, I also have a 4-pack ready to go for you guys, which is a little bit different of a combination between them. Really confident in all these plays today, so head over to the site and check that out. If you're not signed up for my long-term packages, take a look at my 3, 7, or 30-day all-sports pass. You can get access to all the different sports I handicap for that time. And grab my MLB season pass for just $269. Very full pricing, but head over to the site and we'll keep making money here.
That's right, guys. Get on board with Dylan Guesswin over at Tony'sPicks.com. His Too Hot Tuesday pick pass up there, a 4-pack. He's mixing in the 3 best bets from Major League Baseball as well as a WNBA spread prediction right now on the site. Of course, you can go long-term with Dylan. He has a 3, 7, or 30-day all-sports pass. You get all of his premium plays for a period of time from those major sports that he delivers here. Lots of action, 8 leagues, gold mine, because he's in action not only baseball as well as NHL, WNBA, soccer, tennis, a lot going on over at TonySpace.com, UFC as well. So get on board with that long-term pass. Of course, you could use that promo code TonyT on all packages, whether it's a one-off, a season pass, a 3, 7, or 30-day sports pass. You can use that 20% off as much as you like To access Dylan's page, click the link in the description, then click all cappers tab. You'll find his page there, and then get signed up. All right, Dylan, it's always great having you on the show. Continue that success. We'll talk with you again tomorrow. But we're also seeing you contribute now with some video shorts up there.
Yeah, absolutely. Trying to post a couple a day here, give you guys some more free plays. If you guys want to take a look on YouTube for that, also follow me on Twitter. I've got an account there, as well as all the other handicappers. You can follow me on Twitter, so you can have plays and all different social media sites here, so you guys can have the best numbers.
That's right. We get those picks up on the Twitter here. We've put together a Twitter account for Dylan. It's Tony's Picks Dylan. So like and follow that Dylan there. Tony's Picks Dylan. All right, Dylan, continue that success, and we'll talk with you again tomorrow.
Sounds great, Tony. Thanks.
You got it. Dylan Guesswin here on Game Day Picks. Hey, we're with you. Game Day Picks Monday through Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Of course, we'd love you to join us every show live. Be sure to like and subscribe. Of course, set those notifications. Click the bell so you're live with us. So when you get our bets, you want to match your bets with ours, we line up with you. Make sure you bet into the best numbers by catching us live. All right, let's continue on here with Game Day Picks. Now it's time to welcome to the show Ramon Scott. You'll find him over at Tony'sPicks.com. He's a great contributor to the channel. You'll find his picks as well. You'll find a video series in WNBA, NHL, CFL, and more. Ramon, how's it going?
Hey, real good, Tony. Yeah, we got a 4-pack of WNBA games tonight. Previews up on Tony's Picks YouTube channel.
That's right, certainly do. All right, here we go. 8 Eastern Time. Blue Jays here on the road taking on the White Sox with the Blue Jays $1.30, total of 9.
Yeah, the White Sox last night 8-7 in the series opener. A lot of runs scored between two teams. Are hitting pretty well right now, really well. So can Gosman, can Cease bring this under control? I'm looking for him to do so, Tony, and I'm going to have to go to the metrics on this one because the offenses are definitely pretty hot coming in for both clubs. So let's take a closer look at Gosman. 3.21 ERA, certainly good, and we know that he's supposed to be, a strong part of Toronto's rotation. He did have a win over the White Sox back on May 31st. He went 5 innings with 5 Ks. He's got a 1-0 career record. That was it. But he has 5 starts against them career-wise and a 2.23 ERA. I mentioned how hot the White Sox have been hitting. I mean, they've really been hitting good. And Anderson is back now, so you might think more runs could be scored. But look at Gosman's FIP, Tony, and I know you love those stats. 1.74. That's number one. There's no doubt about it. Gosman currently, out of all qualified starters, has the lowest FIP in the league. So maybe that ERA, I'm not saying it's going to go lower than 3, but certainly I would expect him to be able to have a quality outing against the White Sox here. Toronto is in the top 5 in the least amount of runs allowed on the road as a team. Offensively, they're hitting 244 on the road and 247 against right-handers over the last 10 games. Now, Dylan Cease, he's got a 2.91 ERA, also very, very good. Now, a little tricky on this one. He's got the last 3 starts, a 0 ERA. Now, he did give up a bunch of runs to the Dodgers, but all 6 of those runs were unearned. So he's got a 1.74 whip and no ERA over the last 3 games. But again, look at the metrics, Tony, stats that you love. Very high K rate for Cease, Tony. 13 Ks per 9 and a 33% hard hit rate. That's in the best 10% of the league. So Cease beat Toronto his only start last year. 7 innings pitched, 4 hits, 1 earned run, and 7 strikeouts. Right now, White Sox, I mentioned how hot they are with the bats over the last 10 games, no doubt about it, but still just 228 at home. So I'm looking for this one to go under, Tony. I also have Doug Eddings behind the plate, notoriously pitcher's umpire over 500 games for Eddings. His games average 8.1 runs, 7.7 runs in his games that he's called this year. I think it's been 10 or 11 games. So I'm going to go under the 9, Toronto and the White Sox, to kind of slow down those offenses a little bit that have been pretty hot.
Yeah, it was no doubt about it. Also, the White Sox were aided by just poor location by Berrios. I mean, he was just, the location was terrible. You saw those home runs. The ball was just right over the plate. One thing with Gausman, he does keep the ball down, and that explains too why those FIP numbers are good. Is because again you're not giving up that fly ball. And you look at his ground ball rate about 43%, and look at Cease's ground ball rate 46%.
Yeah, and one thing I will note for Gosman, people are looking at some of those peripheral statistics. His BABIP is very high, but he did have just a 274 BABIP last year. So I think obviously regression would be expected in that category. So I just think you have two quality starters. If you don't like these, the bullpens are decent, but the numbers maybe aren't there. But I need these guys to go, into the at least 5 is what I'm expecting. If you don't like it all the way, I think first 5 is okay. But for my pick here, I'm going to go under 9.
All right, Ramon here, Blue Jays, White Sox, under a total of 9 runs. This one to have a start time here of 8 p.m. Eastern time. All right, Ramon, let's take a look over at Tony'sPicks.com. We're showing good, coming off a really strong day yesterday. Also good results in the NHL here for this season. We've got, good board for Major League Baseball, 15-game card. What do you have going on over at Tony's Picks?
I'll be involved in the Major League Baseball card, coming off 5-2 day in Major League Baseball. Yesterday, I think that's probably my best day in June. And also WNBA. There's, like I said, 4 games and 4 picks up on the videos, but we will have premium picks there, probably at least in 2 of them. I'm looking at 3, not 4, but I do like the card in the WNBA tonight. One of the games, Tony, if you don't want all baseball, you're already missing your basketball, I've got one for you in the WNBA, Tony. The defending champion, Chicago Sky, going up against arguably the best team. I don't even know if it's arguable, the Las Vegas Aces, #1 team right now. So that is an extremely high-profile matchup. Not only are they maybe the 2 best teams in the league. I mean, there's some other hot teams like Connecticut, but Chicago and Las Vegas, Tony, they will also meet in the Commissioner's Cup next month. Now, maybe you aren't familiar with it. They've only been doing it a couple of years. These 2 teams are going to chop up $500K because they rolled through some opponents in the first half of the season. One of the teams went 9-0. The other one went 8-1 against a set schedule to determine which 2 teams will play in a special game next month. And they'll chop up $500,000 for these ladies, Tony. That is a big, big deal. I don't even think tonight's game, although significant to them, they might not tip their hand in tonight's game. I gave out, I don't want to give out what I gave out on the video, but go watch it, how I explained a little bit how that's going to work and how it could affect tonight's game. But they're going to get like $30,000 for each winning player, $15,000 for each losing player. Now that game is next month, but it is interesting, and it is interesting to note, Tony. You might think it's a little bit of a fluky concept. They're just trying to get attention to their league. Not so fast. This is exactly the type of concepts that the NBA is seriously thinking about going to as early as next season. Now, it might be too late to get it for next season, but, the NBA is very interested in trying different types of play to break up the monotony of the season, to add more competition, similar to world leagues in soccer and other things like that. So watch how that develops. The NBA very, very serious about trying some type of in-season play away from the regular schedule, where the games would still count towards the full season record, but yet give other incentives during the season to make the play a little more interesting, a little less monotonous, that maybe some of the fans have been critical of the style of play in the NBA over the last few years. So just thought that was interesting to note there. And also, Tony, College World Series, I'm in action right now in the day game, and I will be in action, I believe, in the night game. I'm 60% right now, 21-14 in the NCAA playoffs. Good for over 500 units so far as well, Tony. So a little bit of a busy night. We'll have some packages up. None of them are up just yet, but they will be within the next 60 to 90 minutes as I get down and do some work.
All right, guys, everyone's got over at Tony's Picks. You see the numbers. NHL also coming off a really strong day yesterday. Of course, the long-term passes, you can get with Ramon. He has a 3, 7, or 30 sports pass. You get all of his premium plays for that period of time. You select when you go to his handicapper page and you make that purchase. Of course, you can use that promo code TonyT at checkout, and you'll save 20% off all premium pick packages. You can access Ramon's page by clicking the link in the description, clicking the All Cappers tab, and getting signed up. Of course, long-term passes here as well from the major sports, as well as a CFL standalone, WNBA standalone. Of course, he does those series over at Tony'sPicks.com YouTube channel. So if you want to get on board with these seasonal passes, they're affordable pricing there. $189 on the CFL, $169 here on the WNBA. And of course, you can use that promo code on any and all. That 20% off will apply not only on individual picks, one-offs, one-days, of course, the long-term passes and the seasonal passes. All premium pick packages, save you 20%. Use promo code TonyT at checkout and get signed up and access Ramon's page by clicking the link in the description and the All Cappers tab, and you'll find them there and get signed up. All right, Ramon, as always, great having you show. Now, we got a Twitter account for you set up from Tony's Picks at Tony's Picks Ramon.
You can get another play from me each and every day if you go to Twitter and follow Tony's Picks Ramon. There it is, right there above my head, above my bald head. Tony, pick every day. Not only from me, but from all the other cappers as well. Usually everyone files a pick every day. You can follow them all on Twitter and get more free picks every day from the crew.
That's right. Follow Tony's Pick Ramon, and you'll find Ramon's Twitter account set up by Tony's Picks. All right, Ramon, as always, great having you show. Continue that success, and we'll talk with you again tomorrow.
Thanks a lot, brother.
You got it. Ramon Scott here on Game Day Picks. Hey, we're with you here with Game Day Picks Monday through Friday here at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Make sure you tune in live. Catch us live. Of course, you want to subscribe. And, of course, you want to set those notifications so when we're live, hit the bell, you're live with us so you can bet into the best numbers. All right, let's continue on here with the show. Now it's time for my pick. Let's put up the game. Right now, we're looking at Rangers and Phillies at 8 Eastern Time. Rangers $1.20, total sits here at 8. I'm going to be looking here at the road team here, Phillies here at plus the 100. Of course, we've got the pitching matchup, Kyle Gibson for Philadelphia. ERA of 4, whip of 1.22. 21% strikeout rate, does limit the walks. Good ground ball rate of 50%, limits the home runs. Of course, Martin Perez having the season of his career here. ERA 2.10, whip of 1.11, a strikeout rate about 20%. Good ground ball rate of 54%. But again here, what I'm looking at here is the Phillies' best. They've won 4 of 5 in Washington. Rangers did split a 4-game series at Detroit. Boy, they gave up 21 runs in the final 2 games of that series against a light-hitting Detroit Tigers team. The past 10 games, the Phillies are hitting .291 against lefties. They've hit good against lefties this season, so we'll look at the Phillies here at plus the 100. Hey, guys, check out Tony'sPicks.com. I got a 3-pack right now. I am the top units producer over at Tony's Picks right now here for the year in Major League Baseball. Of course, showing the top leaderboards here for the past 7 days. And, of course, the past 30 days. When you go to the homepage, you see me near the bottom. We're gonna fix that. We're gonna fix that. Guys that are at the top of the leaderboard should be at the top of the page. I understand what the GM is doing with this, but we're gonna get that fixed right away. You're gonna find me there, of course, at Tony'sPicks.com. Find my top of the leaderboards and click the link to my. You can click the link to get to my page. You can click the link in the description, then click on the All Cappers tab and getting signed up. And of course, our promo code, right? Don't forget about that. You can save 20% off all premium pick packages when you hit the promo code TonyT. You can access our page by clicking the link in the description, clicking the All Cappers tab, and getting signed up there. And of course, I wanted to make note here about Tony's Picks. I wonder if I still have the card showing the page here. Let me see. Yes, we do. All right, yeah. If you see the current cappers here, when you scroll down, you can find the handicappers page. Now, if there's a certain sport that you're looking for, you can click the tab here, and it'll take you. If you're just looking for baseball or whatever's in action, you just click that tab, and it'll switch over, so you can find that as well. And of course, that's what we got going on over at Tony'sPicks.com. And again, we have it sorted by when the next game starts, which I don't like. We're going to change that. The top capper should be the hottest capper should be at the top of the page. We'll fix that. You got to scroll all the way down here and find me. What's that? What's that? Anyway, I'm just tooting my own horn here, guys. But we'll fix that. Again, that's Tony'sPicks.com. Again, click the link below to access our page. Click the All Cappers tab and get signed up. Of course, that promo code TonyT will save you 20% off at checkout. All right, let's get to the recap. Recap the plays from today. We got started here with Dylan. Dylan, like the Twins Guardians, over 9.5 runs. That wind is blowing out tonight in Minnesota. Ramon here on Blue Jays White Sox under 9. We got some ground ball pitchers going on the mound here in this one. And yours truly here, Phillies plus 100 against the Rangers. All right, that'll do it here for this edition here of Game Day Picks. Be sure to tune in again tomorrow live at 3 Eastern. We'll do it all over again. We'll bring in our cappers from Tony'sPicks.com, deliver live free picks for the games for today, right? Today's game. So be sure to tune in, like, and subscribe as we talked about, and make sure you're with us live. Set the notifications so you can bet in the best numbers. All right, let's bring in our crew from today's show. We're going to wave goodbye to you guys. Have you guys a great afternoon, evening. We'll talk with you